Hi everyone, for today's book review we're going to be checking out the 7 Wonders of the Ancient World. Science, Engineering and Technology. This book is written by Michael Dennis Higgins. And if you're wondering, haven't we already covered a book about the 7 Wonders of the Ancient World? The answer is yes, you are correct. A while back I reviewed this magnificent book about those 7 wonderful buildings, and this particular one is written by Brittany Hughes. And feel free to check out that review. It's quite a magnificent love poem to these 7 fascinating buildings. It is written with passion and love, and it is worth experiencing. Not just reading, but experiencing. So that's the one you're thinking of. However, today's one is a little more prosaic. We'll be looking at this book and a more grounded approach. So this author, Michael Dennis Higgins, had a fascinating childhood. His father was a curator at the British Museum, and he would grow up playing around in the basement looking at all the odds and ends that the British Museum collected or acquired during that time. And this gentleman looks at the 7 wonders from an engineering and particularly geological perspective, and does put a different lens to how we view these buildings. In essence, he poses questions of, well, just how were they built? What techniques were used based on the tools and technologies that we know they had at the time? And also, quite fascinating is what geological features that could have caused some of the places to either be completely destroyed or would have actually led to some of these places being built to begin with. It's all fascinating. It's all written in a beautiful, clear style. It is copiously illustrated, as you can see up here, with illustrations, maps, tables. And it does definitely appeal to those who are more interested in the scientific and certainly the geological side of things. But it does put a different perspective onto these buildings, and it, in essence, makes them more human, because we can understand how they were built, we can understand the approaches that they made towards building them, preserving them. For example, techniques were used for earthquake prevention, and also we can understand, with our knowledge now of seismic activity, geological formations and movements, why some cities silted up, why some of the structures ended up collapsing or were abandoned, and in the case of Olympia, how its location enabled it to be buried, and thus we had some very good preservation there. So if you like your ancient history with a sprinkling of science and geology, then by all means check out this book. It brings a fresh perspective to this subject. And in essence, it kind of complements what Brittany has done in this book about the 7 wonders. So we have how they were built, how they were used, and how their meaning entered popular consciousness. And then we have how they were literally, stone by stone, built and constructed, and what caused them to either stay standing, come crashing down, or be buried. So that is a wonderful advantage of this book, and a complement to Brittany Hughes' other work. So if you love your ancient history, and you certainly like it with a bit of science sprinkled on it and a bit of geology fitted in, then by all means check out this book. It is a full captain's hats with some excellent illustrations, a nice clear prose to enable you to be hooked and read from cover to cover. So by all means, do check it out.